is officially kitchen day and I'm so excited to get rid of this orange. I'm hoping this stuff works. So I'm going with this like all-in-one. It's like a gel stain and it's in the color Toasted Oak. And what's nice is there's no like prep other than these wipes. That's like a deglosser, and then everything else is in that. So I'm gonna pop up a picture, like all the before and afters make it look like, you know, it's close to white oak. I'm not expecting it to be exactly, but I wanted to test an area so I know if I need to switch gears and buy paint. But we do need to like take the doors off, the hardware. We're gonna cut this little trim out Chase is going to. If I could fix that detail, like the arch in those cabinets, I would. I've researched so much, it's not gonna happen. We're gonna be like painting the countertops. We've got so much to do in this space and it's definitely gonna be a process. This will not happen all in one day, but I think I'm just gonna like start with the bottom and then move to the top later. I'm just gonna try to like slowly get through it. So let's see what this is gonna look like. I'm gonna get this spot cleaned up and I'm gonna do the stain before we even take anything else off because I just wanna see what it's gonna look like. Just so you can see this product up close, it's not like your typical stain. See how it's like really thick? So this is supposed to do the entire kitchen and I grabbed a small one for the bathroom, but I'm curious to see like how well this goes on, and we're about to see the color it's actually going to do.
When I die and I lay me to rest, gonna go to the place that's the best.
Okay, what are we thinking? I think I will go over it again with like another thin layer. You can tell like where I missed spots right there. I don't know, up close I wasn't too impressed. I'm trying to let you guys see it. But then when you stand back, I mean, it's way better than like the orangey color. I don't know. I mean, you can still see the grain, so that's what's nice. It's not being like painted. Okay, I'm gonna mess with it a little bit more and then I'll let you know what I've decided. The lighting's a little hard just because, you know, it's darker in here than my house. There's no like window behind me either. This brush I did buy to go with it, and it did help with like the graining, just like smoothing it all out. So when you see it next to the orangey wood, I mean, it does look better. I just don't know if I'm gonna like it overall as a whole. I am probably just gonna get this bottom half done. I don't wanna go to the top if I'm not gonna like it. Cause like one angle I like it and the other I'm like, I don't know. Is it like pinky? Is it gonna pull pink in here? Is it pulling pink because it's right next to all this orange? Like once that's out and the countertops aren't green, they're black, you know what I mean? Like once we style it, is it gonna be better? It's better, like it's better than the orange, I will say that. Let me get up close. Can you guys see that? It definitely lightens it. This product definitely works. It is smelly like a stain. You wouldn't think it by looking at it, but make sure you have a door open, window open, something. I'll try to link it for you. I think Amazon has it, but they have a website too. And this one's Toasted Oak if you like this look, but look at the difference. So do I keep going? I'm gonna have to. We started the video. So watch the whole video. Sometimes you'll see me stain everything and finish a project, and then I like to go back and do something different, but I don't know, I'm still processing. Okay, we're gonna do a drawer real fast because we feel like the lighting over there is just different versus like right here in the natural light. So I'm gonna get that cleaned up, stain it, and see what we think, just like looking this direction.
in. I got a friend in Jesus.
We are completely undecided. So we're just gonna do the bottom and see what we think. And then if I have to paint, I have to paint. And some lights, it's like, yes, it's perfect. And others, I'm like, it looks terrible. So we're just gonna get the bottom done and just kind of go from there.
So you know that when I die, it's gonna set me up with the spirit in the sky. Oh, set me up with the spirit in the sky. That's where I'm gonna go when I die. When I die and they lay me to rest, I'm gonna go to the place that's the best. Go to the place that's the best. What you want, baby, I got it. What you need, do you know I got it? All I'm asking is for a little respect when you come home. Just a little bit, baby, just a little bit. Just a little bit, mister, just a little bit. I ain't gonna do you wrong while you're gone. I ain't gonna do you wrong, 'cause I don't wanna. All I'm asking is for a little respect when you come home. Just a little bit, baby, just a little bit. Just a little bit, just a little bit. I'm out to give you all my money, and all I'm asking in return, honey, is to give me my promise when you get home. Just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. Ooh, your kisses, sweeter than honey. And guess what? So is my money. All I want you to do for me is give it to me when you get home. Yeah, baby, whip it to me. Just get home now, just a little bit. RESPECT, find out what it means to me. RESPECT, take FTCG. Sock it to me, sock it to me, sock it to me, little respect. Sock it to me, sock it to me, sock it to me. Just a little bit, little respect. Just a little bit. I'll get tired. Just a little bit. Keep on trying. Just a little bit. I'm running out of food. Just a little bit. I ain't lying. Just a little bit. Please stop me.
We're making progress. I feel like it looks better as a whole versus just like one thing. And I will say the smaller the space, the easier it is. I think starting off big was hard. That's kind of why I started over there where the fridge is going to be, because you're never going to see that. So I've got these going. I may have to touch them up later, but overall, I mean, look at the difference. They look more like a white oak versus the orangey. So what I want to get done real fast is just like this area. I'm not gonna do the inside, no way, Jose. But where you can see it from the outside, and then we're gonna take a small break, go check on our daughter, go breathe some fresh air because it is super strong. I've got a fan going, and then I have this thing slid for ventilation. But I've already had a headache a lot lately, so I don't want to push it. So I'm gonna get this done, walk away, eat lunch, fresh air, and then we'll come back, check on it. I want to finish the rest of this today and then let it all dry, put that back on, and then the next day we can like, you know, like this will take several days, and then we'll take the top down and kind of do the same process. I don't want to like overdo it because life is busy right now. So like I said, I want to get the drawers done and then this section, and then we're going to take a short break, which will be super short for you guys. Okay, we're making progress. I still have to do this side. Chase is gonna get me like a piece of cardboard so I don't hit the wall. It's like a skinny part right there. I will have to do the toe kick, but we didn't bring our painter's tape, so I'll finish that when we get back, but I still wanna get this section done. That way when we come in, we can just kind of see it better and how it's looking. But right there, you can kind of see a difference between the two. Making progress, so I went ahead and stayed a little bit longer just to go ahead and get the backs of these doors done because they're gonna have to dry 24 hours before I can flip them. I always start with like the inside of it because like the outside, the pretty side, whatever the pretty side is, you don't want to have to lay down later, so I do the pretty side last. But those did great. They said there's a learning curve, and I feel like the more I do, I'm starting to figure it out. For some reason, the cabinet doors were the easiest part. Everything I was reading was most people tend to use too much, and so to use less. And in some cases, I feel like I was using a little too less and I needed more. And so when I started applying a little bit more, I could smooth it out better, but it's just finding that balance. But these doors are actually looking really good. I feel like they look just like my kitchen. Tomorrow, like I said, I'll flip them over and do more of the edges and the top parts. If I have to touch up these drawers, I can, but that'll be late tonight or tomorrow. I went ahead and got all the box, like this part done. I'll do the toe kick probably this evening. Like I said, we don't have tape and I don't want to get it all on the floor. And then once we get all of this, once it's dried, flipped, all that back installed, then I'll start the top. I feel like that's the easiest way. Otherwise, doors start to get mixed up and you don't know where things go. And we're just working in a very tiny spot. So this is gonna be the best thing. And we're not in like a huge rush. So it just gives me time to work on it. But it is going well. I'm tempted before I put them back in. That's when I'm gonna go ahead and do like, I'm gonna have to put something down like contact paper or shelf liner. They're pretty bad inside, so I've got to work on that too. either before doors go back on and stuff or after. I mean, either way, but I'm not fully decided yet. I'm trying to picture it with like a black countertop. I feel like that's gonna help a ton. It's better than the orange, I'll say that. Sometimes I look at it and I'm like, it's beautiful, it's white oak. And then I get nervous like over by the sink if it looks too pink, which white oak can actually do. So it's kind of funny that it's mimicking it. But here is how it's looking so far. So we're gonna take a little break. I need some fresh air and we'll continue working on this here in a little bit. Now we are on day 2, so we just walked in. These look amazing right here. So I'm just gonna flip them and do the front side today. I will say the drawers I was still learning on, so I'm gonna touch them up. I don't feel like they're as smooth, you can kind of tell, so I'm gonna touch those up. I'm gonna work on the toe kick today, and Chase is going to start cutting that where it's straight. And then tomorrow, once all this dries, another 24 hours, it did dry. So it's only gonna take 24 hours. We'll put on the bottom tomorrow and then start with the top. And then after the top, I have the countertop, and then we have like a new faucet, and then we can start decorating this place. But I am happy with how they're turning out. You definitely have to trust the process. Like, I was really nervous at first, but I'm amazed. Like, look at the difference between those two.
My mind set on you. I got my mind set on you. I got my mind set on you. Got my mind set on you. But it's gonna take money, a whole lot of spending money. It's gonna take plenty of money to do it right, child. It's gonna take time. My mind set on you. I got my mind set on you. I got my mind set on you. And this time I know it's real, the feeling that I feel. I know if I put my mind to it, I know that I really can do it. I got my mind set on you. It's gonna take money, whole lot of spending money. It's gonna take plenty of money to do it right, child. It's gonna take time, whole lot of precious time. It's gonna take.
These, I'm hoping it's not gonna need another one, and if it does, I might just do it once they're hung since I have the back done. Now, I did do a second coat on the drawers because, like I said, that was a learning curve. They're kind of like what I started on, and they do look better. They look even, so I feel better about it. I kind of liked one coat a tad better because you could see the grade more, but these also aren't dry. So once they dry, I'll be able to tell. So if you can just know what you're doing, like learn from my mistakes, you shouldn't have to do 2 coats, because on the back of these, I only did 1 and they're perfect. So I'm curious to see like what these look like tomorrow, if I'm gonna have to do another coat or not. But now I'm gonna work on probably doing a second coat on this in certain areas and then the toe kick. But look how much better that looks. Just straight, clean, not all this fancy little detail. That looks so much better.
To do it, 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 to do it right. I got my mind set on you. I got my mind set on you. I got my mind set
Okay, I got everything done that I wanted to for today. So I did a second coat on all the drawers. I did a second coat on the base. I got the toe kit done. Chase got that part cut out, so it already looks a ton better. What I will say is if you have these super orangey cabinets, like some people have orange cabinets, these are like a deep, deep red orange. I feel like you're gonna have to do 2 coats. It's just looking a lot better and more even, which it still is drying, which you can kind of see right there. And I think as it dries, you'll see the grain just a smidgen more. Now, if they're not this deep, I think you'll be able to do 1 coat and you're good to go. Unless you just don't get a smooth finish the first time. I wanted to show you though, like I still have a ton of this left. Like, I would say like 1/4 of it's gone, maybe like around that. I haven't even used half of it yet. Now we still do have the tops, which I could speed this up if I was doing the tops and the bottom at the same time. But like I mentioned yesterday, like I'm just kind of low on space and all of that. So tomorrow, what I think the plan is, all of these we'll be able to put hardware in and put in. I'm assuming these are gonna have to have a second coat, just the tops, not the backs. I don't care on the inside of the cabinet, but I may have to do a second coat on that, but then we can start pulling these down and I'll start getting the back coat done and the base on this top, and we'll just keep going every day as long as I come over here and get something done. It's just that drying process takes about 24 hours. So that's kind of what slows you down. But if you could take all your cabinets down, like all the doors at the same time, that would definitely save a few days where I'm breaking it up into sections. Just a little tip, I'm putting my brushes in a Ziploc bag and it's keeping them moist. So I'm not having to clean them every night or get new ones for the next day. This is holding up really well. Now I do have a new piece for this one. So when I start the top, I'll definitely put a fresh one on. I may grab a fresh paintbrush for the top, but just to get through these bottoms, I wanted to share that because it makes life just a little bit easier. And if you want a sneak peek of the hardware, that's what it's gonna be. Okay, update day 3. So we did come last night and I went ahead and put the second coat on everything. So it would be ready to go today. I'm curious to get everything on the bottom half. We're gonna do all that before we start the top half. I think I mentioned this yesterday. I do like it better with just the single coat, but like I said, it's just kind of like uneven, but you can see the grain more. You can still see the grain in these. Like, I'm trying to get out of the way of the light. I'm just wondering over there, it's a little bit thicker than I like. I don't know. There's still a lot to do. We're at that halfway point where it's all in shambles. I'm hoping once we get this done and it painted, it looks better. If not, I'll probably just have to like paint all of it a different color. But I am at the point where I'm like, I'm starting to panic just a little bit.
It's gonna take plenty of money to do it right, child. It's gonna take a time, a whole lot of precious time. It's gonna take patience and time.
Okay, I wanted to update you guys. We're about to start the handles now. We took everything off. Well, Chase got the doors put back on. We took the handles off because I was panicking. It just looked like a crappy paint job instead of stain. Like, I think the second time I just put it on too thick. So I think the first time I did it too thin. I think the second time I did it too thick. And now we're where we kind of need to be. So basically we took, what'd you guys say this was, a 220?
Yeah, 220.
And I just kind of like lightly sanded them down. Now I still may have to touch it up a few places because we were trying to figure out how much to take off. But now you like see the grain. I know on camera it's gonna be so hard to tell because the lighting in here, but now it's back like a stain versus like a thick paint that you see the grain through. I don't know, it's just not looking right, but I feel like this looks so much better. I was panicking. I'm like, are we gonna have to paint all of these? So now I've just gotta figure out what to do for the tops. But let's get the hardware on and see what it looks like.
sharing this one and only life, ending up just another lost and lonely one. You'll count up the years and they will be filled with tears.
FYI, this is the best blue tape ever. I feel like typically it runs underneath it and you have to do touch-ups. There is no runnage with this. So if you guys ever need blue tape, it's a little bit more, but it's worth every penny. Update, I did turn on like the under cabinet lights, which I'll probably replace those with more daylight ones. I have the door open, so it's helping. Things are looking good. Like just getting the orange off the top makes the bottom look better. So I know I'm like going back and forth of like, I love it, I don't know, I love it, I don't know. So far, like at this point, I am loving it again. I will say having to sand off some of that second layer was huge. So if you put too much on, just know you can lightly sand it to get the wood grain back and it looks better. I'm gonna just try to do one thick coat on the top and see what it does. I just got the top done, but it's drying. Now this is like the inside of the cabinet and it always paints well. Like particle board, like not real wood, like the inside panel seems to do well. Like the inside of the cabinets always looks good with one. But this evening I'll come and flip these and I'm hoping I can do it thick enough that it dries easily and you can still see the grain, but it doesn't need a second one. And I think that's gonna be the trick. But you guys, like the green countertops don't even look bad anymore. Like if you didn't want to paint your countertops, you wouldn't have to. But I want to, right? Yeah, I want to. Day 4 is here. I'm getting really tired. So I came in the evening. I really don't film in the evenings just because I'm trying to come over here as quickly as possible. So I did just one thicker coat than like the original one I did like on the bottoms to see if I could get away just doing one. I think I am. I may have like a few spots I need to touch up or just add into it. But I think what we're gonna do today is have Chase hang them back up and then I'll touch up the spots that need it because I hate to do another full coat because then I just have to sand it off. So we'll get them hung, do the hardware, touch them up, and then I'm gonna start painting the countertops today. Hopefully finish that up tomorrow just because it has to dry, and then we need a new faucet switched out and then we can decorate. I think we're really, really close. I'm hoping by the end of day 5, maybe day 6 being done. But I am gonna go through and just like figure out how these look. Okay, it is day 4, but in the afternoon now. We were about to start the countertops, which I'm going to, but I just felt all the doors. I didn't even tell you guys, I ended up doing a second coat because it was driving me crazy, but it was so thin that they're already dry. So we're gonna get those hung up first, and then I'll probably have to do the sanding like I did on the bottom, and then I'll get the countertops cleaned up. I did already clean them and sand them some, so they're nice and smooth, like anywhere paint or different things were glue. But I'll redo it now since we're gonna put these up, and then we'll start with the countertops.
To start over again, you'll get the babies, but you won't have your man while he's busy loving every woman that he can. I say I'm gonna leave 100 times a day. It's easy said and done when you just can't break away. Oh, young woman, run free. Never be hung up like mine and me.
now while we're literally watching paint dry, so it doesn't seem like I'm gonna have to wait 24 hours by reading the can. You can, but you don't have to. So I found these Barstools. I'm gonna pop up the ones I found that I originally wanted, and they were like $240 a piece. So it would have been close to $500 for 2 Barstools. That's just a no at the farm. It's just not needed here. So these looked just like them as far as the style. But these were $50 each. So it was $100 for a set of 2, which is all I need. And I'm just going to spray paint them to look like the other ones. And we're gonna save, what, $400? Plus I was able to get the color that like matches our handles the most. So then I don't have to try to match up golds, because matching up golds is like the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. Every time we built a house, you can order the same gold from the same company, it comes in a different gold. So yeah, the top won't come off. We were hoping the cushion would come off, but to keep it assembled. So we're gonna tape it off, and then I'm gonna spray those, so when we're ready to decorate, those are dry. But yeah, $400 savings. So when you see something you want, I hear so many times, like, my house can't look that way because it's too expensive, I don't have money. You can't, you just have to be creative, and you have to get dirty and sweaty and use a lot of elbow grease, but you can totally make it happen.
Hung up like my man in me. I used to be. Oh, young boy, to yourself be true. Don't be no fool.
So I'll definitely do a second coat. I don't care what you're doing, painting walls, furniture, even if it says it's a 1 coat paint, it's always gonna need 2 to look finished. Just my opinion. Sorry, there's like a glare with the sun. It is so hot out here. So I think it looks good. So it's not like a perfect match, but it's pretty dang close. I can't wait to see it once it dries and I take all the tape off. Okay, before I spray the next one, I just wanted to show you, just by painting it, how much more expensive it looks. Can you hold this real fast? Like even the golds, like this one's a very cheesy, shiny, brassy yellow. Look at the difference in the golds. So just keep that in mind. You can buy cheaper items that look cheap, and just by spray painting them, it's gonna look so much nicer once we're finished.
Love really does love me.
Talking about these in several videos, but I wanted to show you just in case you've missed them. It basically turns in, like, it takes an outlet looking like that. Like, see those light switches, how they're like ugly cream color? If you don't want to have to switch them out or hire an electrician, you just put this on over it and it works so well. We've been using it in all the rooms. Same with these outlets, like, see how that is? Let me take you to one so you can see like how it starts off. It's like that, and then you just cover it with the plate, and then you don't have to worry about switching these out. Okay, I know the sink is bad. That's gonna be phase 2. I am not in the mood to refinish this today. Chasey's gonna put a new faucet in, and like I said, I'll give this a deep clean, but obviously I'll redo this one day. Could we have done a new sink? Probably, but like I said, it's gonna be fine. It'll look brand new when we're done. I'm just adding it to the list. I feel like every room we finish, like it's just phase 1. There's definitely more coming. There's always more coming. Officially done. This is about a week and a half after finishing. I wanted to run over here and show you the after. We were still looking for a fridge. We're just looking for a good deal. We thought we had one and it ended up being like a scam. So we'll eventually get there, but like the table and the rug and the chairs and the cabinets, Everything turned out so well. The painted countertops. I feel like it looks a lot like white oak. Let me get close. I wanted to give you guys like an up close look because it's gonna be hard to tell on camera. I love how it turned out, but I recently finished the bathroom as well. That's why I've been so busy. And I feel like it turned out even better in there. I don't know if I just got better, but I also used a different brush instead of using the company's. I used one just from Lowe's, but you can still see like that grain in there and it looks so much better. But that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed it and I hope it inspires you to work on your space. Don't forget we have more to do. We've done the bedroom down there. We've done this whole space. So if you're not caught up, there should be a bedroom video, a living room video, this is a kitchen video, and then the bathroom and the office are coming up next. So thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a wonderful week. Make sure you're subscribed, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.